We got one. A little early. I'm live, dude. I am live, dude.
You live right now?
Yep.
Also on our laptop. You're still great.
Get this thing powered up. We gotta have a computer to see comments. Alright. See if I can look at comments while I'm doing this. Give me 1 sec, folks. 5 people already. Yeesh.
What? People?
Can you hear me? Hit the like button if you can. All right, George. We got some Maple folks. It's working. I see comments. All right, we can start, man. This is great. 9 people. Maple season, we're in it. Kitchen is not done. Don't remind me. You see the light bulbs hanging here? My mom started buying us lights. She wants the lights up, and we want a certain type of light. $11. Give me 1 second. Put some ice in my glass. Might play a little guitar tonight. Might have a cat that jumps up here. I'm here. Don't go anywhere. 15 people. I'm here. All right, where's everybody from? I threw out a poll the other day. I wanted to know, Jared, how's it going, man? Wanted to know what people wanted to watch. Was curious. Evening, Mitch. Of course, my computer's updating. But that's okay, we can use my phone. Sound quality's good. Going good for you or me? Is that a question, Jared? Man. I wanted to kind of get into it. 18, got 20 people jumping on. We're going to give it a couple minutes. Give me 1 sec. Got a little cold thing going on here. A little go juice for me. I'm a cherry Coke guy. 22. What's 40 below up here in Duane, New York? Jeez, oh man. Sawmill videos. Of course you do, George. I'm looking forward to doing some Sawmill videos with George. Hopefully I'll get down to Tennessee to see Jared. I'd like to do some with him as well. -17. Right. I've seen a lot of names I've seen for about a year at least. Do you see how close we are to 1,700 subscribers? We're picking up like, I don't know, almost like 12, 15 a day. It's kind of cool. Almost 30 people. How many business owners are on this call? Any small business owners? Call. I mean, hey, there's Kevin. On this live stream, how many business owners do we have? 26. Wait to get a few more. 27. Wow, we're jumping up there. You run 2 small businesses, Nick. What are those businesses? So how do you say it? Pack wins. Is that correct? I guess put a thumbs up if I say it right. Pack wins. Yeah, we're 6 in, so let's do this. So one of the reasons I built this YouTube channel was to talk about some of the tough times. Everybody wants to tell you about all the good times, but the tough times about being a business owner. And for me, maple is a hobby. This guy's getting big. I don't know if you've seen this guy. This is Lloyd. He's getting big. Tinkerbell here. So one of the reasons I built this channel, small handyman construction business. Gotcha. Teacher full time. Well, that's cool. 2 small businesses. Oh man, I'm glad you guys are here. Was in 2018, I hit bottom, man. I went almost as low as a man can go. There was only one step lower, and I was having thoughts a grown man with 3 sons should not have. And I got help. So somebody had come in, my mentor came in, and he sat down with me and he said, let's get a piece of, I was a mess. I wasn't sleeping. I mean, this went on for 6 months. I owed everybody money. You know, things weren't going well. And it was dark. So my mentor came in, he sat down with me and he said, hey, grab some paper and a pen and let's just write down what we need to do. And I couldn't use a pen and paper. So that's how bad it was. And I must not have had sleep for a long time. But I built this company by being able to go essentially manic. I can work days without sleep, and I did it for probably 6-7 years. I was grinding, and what happened is eventually it catches you. And I was at the Spencer Lawn Care event, and I listened to a man named Blake Hawthorne, and I think it was Hawthorne. Is that correct? I don't know if anybody's here from Spencer. But Blake, I remember Blake, he spoke specifically. It's like he was looking in my soul and talking about what he had gone through. And I'm hoping if I can prevent one person from going through what I've had to go. Hey, TQ, if I can have one person that doesn't go through what I've had to go through, then it's a success. So I ended up, when my mentor sat down with me and I couldn't use a pen and paper, he said, man, this is worse than I thought. He said, you need to go get help. And I went and I saw a counselor, and what ended up happening is I ended up getting prescribed medication, which for the first time in a long time I got to sleep. And that was huge. Like it took like 1 day, 2 days, and I finally slept all night, which was a big deal. And it ended up that he had diagnosed me with something called PTSD, which I thought was only reserved for the military, but I had what they call a bruised brain. That's how he described it. And it took a while. And even to this day, I stay on medication because I always tell people maple season is perfect for a manic depressive because the sap runs up the tree, down the tree, up the tree, and that's hilarious, by the way. So I'm pretty good natured about it, and the same. I used to think your strengths are your weaknesses, or I'd talk about strengths and weaknesses, and like even right now, I have a tendency where I want to actually go off meds because I feel like I can do more. But this is probably the kind of time that I need to stay on them. But I'm just opening it up for discussion. I'm open about this, and I hope it helps people. Any questions? And by the way, we can talk maple, we can talk sawmill, we can talk music, whatever you'd like. Like, it's okay. Whatever topic. Waiting on you, folks. Guess I'm gonna have to play a little music while we're waiting. All right. What's in the cup? It is Diet Coke and conventional, traditional Evan Williams bourbon, actually. I'm gonna bring up YouTube over here because the comments come up and they disappear on my phone, and I can't go through them. So I'm just gonna bring it up over here. Do you feel overwhelmed with work? Oh, yeah, like it happens. Yeah, like I remember sometimes I get paralyzed, everything, it kind of all crashes at once. So maple season's a really busy time. So we're trying to run, maple, we'll get to that, Christopher. So I have a business, and then it's maple season, which is like a completely separate business, the farming side. So we'll run hard, and then maple season will come. So it's like worse. But yes, we are fully tapped. I think we have 8,400 in there. 8,400 taps in. The shed's working well. I'm actually editing a video right now where we have sap in the shed, and I was worried that it would bow. It might be bowing a little bit, but that shed's actually working really well. All right. Hopefully this won't create an echo or something. Here we go. What do you got? Okay. I got it up, guys. This is working. Do not have heat in the shed. Come on, man. Yeah. You want me to sing? I was here we go. Little Stevie Ray. Adam said nope. All right, here we go. I was playing around earlier. See if I can get this for you. I know for me, I like singing, actually seeing people's fingers run. few pints. Let's see. I don't like the way the comments come up on the cell phone. Yeah, pine is not the greatest sap. It's true. My dog Charlie he doesn't like anyone without the last name Bissell for sure. Locking up, huh, Nick? That stinks. Matt E and Mike L. What is that? What is that, Chris? All right, Vic, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Vic, let's talk about it. I don't suck, Jared. I don't. I'm okay. I don't have a lot of practice. Now, my son had a wrestling match today against Fort LaBeouf, and Dan Baney was there. So, any of you who've been around the channel long enough, you know Dan Baney. He lets me use his music for the channel. We used to play together in college, and yeah, it was good seeing him. He's a really good, really good songwriter, and he. I got you, Chris. I got you. He. So my son, I don't know if people know this. My son's a really good wrestler. He's currently ranked 20th in the state of Pennsylvania for his weight class. There's only 2 weight classes in Pennsylvania. Or 2 school divisions. I think it's AA and AAA. And Jonathan currently is ranked 20th in the state. He's only a sophomore. He got his 30th win today. But playing music, it was just reminding me of Dan Baney. I'm actually trying to use one of his songs in the video I'm editing right now. Sweet. So is it Northeast Farms? What's NE stand for? How'd you find us, NE Farms? What's NE stand for, I guess? I want to know. Yeah, Jonathan, he's worked hard since he was 5 years old. When he was like 8, he had the national record for pull-ups. So his grandfather, I married into a wrestling family, so I learned about it. Pennsylvania is the #1 wrestling state. It's not even close. Yeah, Vic, focus. Sometimes you get overwhelmed and you just look at everything and you're just paralyzed. What does NE stand for in NE Farms? Move this over a little bit. This is the most we've ever had on the live stream, which is cool. SAP is going to run tomorrow. Austin and I've been putting up farm blocks units, so I am going to put out probably 3 episodes about the farm blocks monitoring system. Those guys flew out from Boston, and we're going to put up, we put 32 sensors up at Camp Beaumont, and yeah, we're gonna have a CDL monitoring system at the home farm, and then we're gonna have the farm block system at Camp Beaumont to help with reducing labor. And it's going to run tomorrow. And one of my electric releasers is kind of, it's missing a float switch. It is hard to ask for help, and that's what you need to do, Vic. Seriously. I was shocked at how many people would step in and help. You got to ask. Got it out over your skis a little bit, huh? For me, I don't know, 500,000 out over my skis. And it took about 3 years to work our way out of it. So SAP should run, it'll break free a little bit. It's been so cold, it'll break free a little bit tomorrow. But the float switch is broken in one of our electric releasers, so I'm gonna have to sit out there and be the float switch while the SAP's running. Ray, I gotta tell you, the farm block system, the quality of the units is really good. I was surprised because I'm familiar with CDL's units. I liked them. And when I started opening the boxes, like the farm blocks, like it's high quality. I thought for the price, it would be, less quality, and I would argue it might be more higher quality. Okay, that makes sense. Neil and Aaron, how did you find us? I guess that's one of the things I'm curious. Good question, George. George is asking. We process right away. I mean, sometimes the sap, it can have a funky smell. We'll dump it, but for the most part, the evaporator can spin straw into gold. For sure, Vic. Anytime, dude. I will talk anytime. Just shoot me an email, Vic. It's Bissell on yt@gmail.com. And then let's talk, man. I'm a listener. You go through hard times, you have a different perspective. Yeah, Ray, we're going to show how they work for sure. And I think we're putting 32 of them up. I think you asked me a question earlier. They do. Their monitor for sap tank is waterproof. I currently have 2 of them up there, so we are going to test the sap tank level monitors too. All right, Neil and Aaron, how'd you find us? How did you find us? I'm curious, like what channels people watch, and then what led you to our channel. What did you search? Trying to understand it a little bit. The slab countertop. I do. Caleb. Yeah, man. Listen, the Spencers are good people, and in my opinion, that event was for them and their followers, and as much as it was for that young fella, it was for the Spencers as well, because they put so much time and energy into that event. It was important that we made sure it was special. Cool. "28 people." We have so much going on. It's been hard to keep up with editing. I think Jacob and I have 5 videos in the queue. I'm just trying to get one done. So we've got 3 videos of farm blocks. Jacob's got a video coming out. We'll have one coming out tomorrow. Ralph and I went to Quebec, not Quebec, Quebec. I learned that today. So Ralph and I went on a road trip, so that'll be tomorrow's episode. And then I'm editing the next one. Me too, Vic. Like, it's so much easier talking to the camera now that you know kind of who you're talking to. Like, when I'm filming, it almost feels like it's live because of how many interactions you start having with people. It's like, it's helpful. At the beginning, you just felt like you couldn't stop focusing on the camera, but now, after doing it for 15 months in earnest, I can actually, you know, when I film, I know I feel like I'm having a conversation. Yeah, Caleb. I listen. Actually, it was the whole Bissell Maple Farm team. Well, not the whole team, but we had Kevin there, who was a speaker, and Jess and myself. And if you get a chance, Zacchaeus has a tree climbing video. He's from Canton, Ohio, as well, and he was sitting next to me. But we talked about, hey, if we won, this is what we were going to do. And so it was really Jess's idea, and Jess is a rock star for Bissell Maple Farm. She handles all of our customers, and it was actually her idea. And but I knew I was going to win. Maple Dude's funny. I like the Maple Dude. Doesn't take himself too serious. We need a little bit. There's not a lot of. How do I say this? I don't see a lot of humor in the maple industry. So it's kind of nice. It's refreshing. Somebody that's willing to make fun of themselves, the industry. Now, I'm curious. When you're down in Kentucky, you say Lowville. You don't say the S, so they know you're not from the town. So in Ohio, do you say Louisville, or is it also Lowville? Oh, sweet, Caleb. Thanks for watching. We're just going to stare at each other. We're just going to stare at each other. Give me some talking points, guys. This is as much for you as it is for me. Okay, that's good. I was curious. Yeah, if you say Louisville, they'll know you're not from the area. That's true. That's true, Vic. I actually do better live, in my opinion. I am the same when I film, you know. Say more, Christopher. I'm curious. You've been driving truck for 30 years. Man. Louisville. Okay. Louisville. Okay. Maple is a good break. It really is. This is such an odd maple season. We've boiled 3 times, and I'm glad. If my team came to me and said, Nate, should we tap? I would have said no. And I'm glad they didn't ask me, and I just went ahead and tapped, and I'm glad. I want to do the maple syrup dunk tank. I do. We're going to do that again. I think that it's just going to gain steam. The folks at Paul Bunyan actually donated the booth to us, so I'd like to do it again, and I would like to get more folks like Spencer's to also be a part of it. So what we found was is once you're dunked, like people are done. Like they kind of. So if you get dunked on the first throw, that stinks. But we need to get more people involved so we can raise more funds for that charity. Kevin. Schenectady. Been there. Dinner in Erie. You volunteered Savannah. Hey, you saw Benny. My 9-year-old jumped right in there. This is cool. Thanks for jumping on, guys. So you must be in Somerset County there, Christopher. I don't know if a lot of people know, but Somerset County, Pennsylvania, one of the largest, there's a density, a high density of maple producers. There's I don't know how you say it, a culture, a maple culture. I'm gonna have to put my phone on a charge. Give me 1 sec. Gotta put this on a charge. Can you do me a favor and put this little guy in with Benny?
In what?
In with Benny. He's just, our kitten is just, he wants to be here, and it's a lot. He's a lot. All right, what'd I miss? Let's see. I have never tried Sap Spy. I have not. I know it's a low-cost system. I didn't realize how far along the guys from Farm Blocks were. They're software writers, like they created everything. It's not made in China, it's made in the United States. Yeah, frozen logs. I was pretty grateful. I was able to call Sean yesterday and talk a little bit about some of the challenges of having a YouTube channel, and I thought I had a, real like YouTube drama here, and Sean's like, it's gonna get worse. Like this is nothing. So thanks for putting it in perspective for me, Sean. Appreciate that. Where's Sap Spy out of? Isn't he Wisconsin? It's going to take a little while for everything to thaw out tomorrow. I thought he was in Wisconsin. Now, Christopher, there's a Mast family I met down there. I saw your Moss, but I've met a Mast. They were a dairy farming family. Bought some syrup off those folks. Listen, you're not wrong, George. The sun helps, but I've seen trees run when it was 30 degrees and the pressure was right. Like the trees, what we think they should and shouldn't be doing. Hey, Vic, just so you know, you're the first person to ever super chat me. So that's pretty cool. Never had that happen. So the trees run. The sugar is actually the antifreeze. Right? Yeah, I know. First, I've never got a super chat before. This is pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you. We should stick on the topic, Vic. I think that was kind of my goal. But I do have it open for other things too. Hey, Benny, wherever you go, he goes. You got to lock him up. Yeah, mast. Don't do that.
I'm just joking.
6,000 taps. So 8,000 tap operation, Alden. That's cool. It's tough tapping when it's this cold. Normal snowfall for us. We're in the snow belt off Lake Erie. We don't get what do you call it? Like Buffalo, New York snow. We can get, quite a bit at one time. It can happen, overnight. But yeah, George is in Middlefield, hence the name. Oh, we have a whole crew coming in. They just went to see my nephew sing. Come on in.
Are you on live streaming?
I am live streaming. It's true. I got my first super chat ever.
A super chat?
I did.
What's a super chat?
It's like just a way to say thanks to somebody.
Somebody said thank you?
Yeah.
How'd they say thank you? Just with the words thank you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was nice.
How was it?
It was so good.
Well, come tell everybody about
It
it.
was fabulous, but I don't think I can say the
Yeah,
things
come
that
talk
were
about it over here.
live stream.
Come say hi. Come say hi to everybody.
Oh, Macy, he wants you to be on.
Yeah, you got to come say hi to everybody, Macy.
She said 1 second. She'll come.
Jonathan's been on the channel. Lloyd jumped on the channel
How many
today.
people are watching?
27.
Nice.
27.
Yep.
But if you go say hello,
Yeah, it'll jump up to like 100.
you'll make the numbers jump. Did Charlie say hello?
No. He's
No.
here.
Where are you filming from? Your phone?
Yeah, right here. You say hi.
Hello.
This is Macy. Say hi.
Hi.
Thanks.
See, you're famous.
Yeah, you're on the YouTube channel.
Macy, you're
Nice.
famous. I want to see you.
Yeah. Right here.
I don't want to go there,
You're over here. honey. Here's the camera.
but I don't want to be in the camera.
Oh, okay.
I want to see you. Where are all the people?
Right here.
Oh, there's Macy.
There's a little delay, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. I can't follow that. She's cute. I'm not.
This is Jared.
Is Jared watching?
Jared Brubaker's watching.
Oh. You need to get him a new shirt.
Well, I'll get him
You
one.
need to send him a nicer shirt.
Okay. Jared, my wife says you need a new shirt.
A nicer one.
That's fair. That's fair. You need a hoodie like this.
He does. He needs a nice hoodie.
This is one of the best things we did is do the hoodies. Vic says hi. Now, Vic, if I remember, you have a mini excavator. Did you have a trash business where you were doing hauling dumpsters? What, is this this is like a sociology experiment for you guys?
This is like you watching the You Show.
Mm-hmm. My wife is videoing me, videoing myself.
This is Nate.
I think 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes, I'll be done.
So we have to be quiet.
No, you guys can just be yourselves.
Are you guys watching a movie? What are you doing? Where's Ben?
It should run tomorrow, Alden. SAP will run tomorrow. We don't know if it's so cold that it won't run. It's not going to run very long. It's going to take hours to start getting the sap to flow with as cold as it's been. I gotta edit a film too. You guys going to watch a movie? All right.
Another splash.
We're watching a movie.
You guys are watching another movie like that one?
There's 12 more.
It was such a good show and you missed it.
You guys should Was it The Last of Us? That's a really good series. I think you had a 304 or 305, right, Vic? A lot has changed, Christopher.
Where's that jerk? He didn't put anything away.
I've heard of that camp. That's in Ohio.
It's freezing before.
You can turn the heat on, dude.
I did.
Dude, you're on blanket.
I hope it's not in the box.
It's not, check the bedroom.
Oh.
304. That's a sweet machine. Well, we're dropping off.
But you're not talking that long.
Well, I need questions. Really. Really, we need questions.
What? You're dirty. You didn't do that.
Tractor is awesome. What? What? Spencer's. Whoa, thank you. Man, that's amazing. Thank you. That's, wow. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Right? Jeez, oh man. Spencer's just super chatted me $100.
Who did?
Spencer Lawn Care.
Why are they so nice to you?
I don't know. My wife's wondering why you guys are so nice to me. Awesome. So the tractor is awesome. Having a cab, it changed everything. Like, and then I'm gonna put myself at less risk moving logs onto the sawmill. Georgia can't wait. I'm pretty excited about it. So the episode I'm editing right now, I'm using the tractor quite a bit. We had to take water out to the she is awesome. She doesn't yeah, I am overmatched for sure.
Who, me?
No, me, I'm overmatched.
Me,
Sean said your
awesome.
wife is awesome. I was like, yeah,
I'm awesome.
she does not pull any punches.
Awesome.
3,600 pounds.
That's not how much I weigh.
No, that's how much the tractor can lift. Right, Vic? That's really awesome. Man, that'd be cool. Secret plans to take over the middle. You're gonna have to battle Canada for that, buddy.
Wait, they were nice to you and they said something nice about me. These people are way too nice to us.
That's true. I think my wife needs to be on the channel more. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be on the channel more.
You should have the special Kathy and Joe episode. It would be a good episode.
How much does that elm weigh, George? Wow, we picked up people. This is
Really?
cool. Yeah.
That's because they were
6,000
being nice to
pounds.
you.
Holy smokes. Yeah, you might as well split that in half, bud. Run that chainsaw right down the center of that thing. Very cool. Yeah, that Spencer Pro event, listening to Blake is definitely, that is an encouragement for sure. What else we got? Is it lagging for everybody or is it just lagging for me?
Probably just you,
Yeah.
because they wouldn't realize it if it was. Right?
It's true.
Did the kiddo show come on?
I keep
the show?
trying to get him out of here.
Why? He's so sweet.
He's annoying. What do you
Get
think
out of
of a
here.
half mile of 1.25 line with a releaser?
No.
I think so, Packwins. So what is a mile? 5,200 feet? What is a mile? I do. I mean, I have a 2 horsepower, 3-phase pump, and it pushes, I don't know, 1,600 feet uphill. And the key with those electric releasers is to have the make sure your screens are clean. Like if your screens are all plugged up, it's not going to pump as much because it's restricted the flow inside the pump. I do not use spin seals. That machine to put those spin seals in. Spin seal in the maple industry, they have a plastic main line, and a fella invented a way to basically weld a plastic fitting right into the main line, so it spins it so fast that it welds. And most of us use saddles, which basically you drill a little hole, there's a plastic or a rubber gasket, and it clamps over the 1-inch line, and that's what actually creates it. Can you hear them watching a movie in there? I gotta shut them down. This is a tap. I don't know if you can see it here, but this is what we actually put into a tree, 5/16 hole. This one has a little ball in it, which is like a check valve. So when the vacuum's on, it'll suck that ball down. See how it rolls? When the vacuum's on, that ball sucks back into it's actually got room enough for the sap to go past that ball. And then when the vacuum shuts off, that ball will actually seal. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This goes on stubby fittings, which we've made a few videos about stubbies. We like them because they save a lot of labor. And it just goes on the stubby, and you actually throw these away every year. They're not inexpensive. These are probably, what, 40 cents now? They're not an inexpensive thing, but they are a consumable. And you think about it, it's actually to keep the tap hole from getting dirty, and then we touch it with our hands. Like, that's the thing that I noticed. Like, we should never touch these with our hands. The bag shouldn't be open. You know, these should only be installed like when they're ready to go right in the bag should only be open when it's ready to go in the tree. So yeah, Caleb, we tap about 8,500 taps. Packwinds is off grid, so we tap 8,500. But this question is 5.5. So you're trying to push uphill half a mile with a 5.5 horsepower Honda motor. Is that what I'm understanding? I know that electric releasers save a lot of hassle. Oh, downhill. That's not bad. Who was asking about moving sap a long ways? 6,000. I don't know where it is. Downhill. Well, these folks are going to watch a movie. I'm in, Sean. Like, I would love to do that. I'll bring you some buckets. These are buckets that were like my great-grandfather's. It's pretty cool. We'll just drill a little hole. It'll be easy. Actually, a video on how to tap trees and make maple syrup would just crush it, Sean. Papa roams outdoors. Papa roams outdoors. This is the first time I've seen your name, really, man. I don't know where you're from. How are we picking up people? 37 people. It's crazy. We are talking about a lot of things. We're talking about tapping trees. Well, Vic knows. Well, he's getting some of his peeps. Now I understand, Vic. Now I understand. Catskill Mountains. I have been to. Where's the place that General Electric has their? I don't know. I mean, I saw the GE sign in Schenectady. Where's the place at General? I went to corporate training for General Electric at one of these places. I can't even think of the name of that town. Wow. Troy, New York. Josh Jansen. So, really should never tap based on a calendar day. That's something that we did for a long time. Try to tap by, you know, Valentine's Day. And the truth is you should tap at the beginning of the season, like before the season starts. That's the key. Crotonville. That's the name of the town that I went when I was a General Electric employee. Daryl. There he is. I thought Daryl was on Hometown Acres this morning. So Daryl is a maple producer in western Pennsylvania, machinist, and was giving pine logs away. Daryl, I'm hurt. You didn't ask if I wanted any pine logs. I would love to have some pine logs, Daryl. I don't want to get in on Adam's stuff, though. But I can haul a lot of logs, Daryl. So Daryl's in the Northwest PA Maple Producers Association. I've known Daryl quite a while. Vic, are you asking how many taps we're running? 8,400, I think. Caleb, we make, honestly, about 2,000 gallons of syrup. We have a woods that's incredibly challenging, which you'll see in some of the upcoming episodes. It's a swamp, and it's tough. The trees, you know, some of them are underwater. We are contracted to manage that woods, and it's a tough woods to manage. Papa roams. 2.5 gallons last year, first time. Listen, that's how it starts. That's how it starts. You got to start somewhere. Just like making YouTube videos. Just got to start. 40 people. Holy smokes. 40 people. Trev loves that woods when he's in a kayak. Caleb, we are looking to expand. We would like to have 100,000 tap operations, multiple. So one of the episodes that'll be coming up, I went and looked at 1,500 acres in West Virginia. We are in the market to purchase a maple farm, if there's one for sale, but we're looking for 50 to 100,000 tap operations. You just built a new evaporator. That's awesome. It is addicting. So yeah, I can't believe we're picking people up. This is cool. There are folks that make maple syrup in North Carolina. There are folks that make it in Virginia. Caleb, I do this full time. Yes, I have the greatest job in the world. So yeah, I make maple syrup, but mostly it's our packing business is what supports it. We bottle more maple syrup than the state of Ohio makes, to kind of give you an idea of volume. Listen, I'm not gonna cut in on Adam's pine logs. I'm pretty sure that Daryl's out of pine logs. Adam came and got the rest of them. But he should have put something about maple in the title. Daryl, you should have let him know. Hey, man, because the YouTube maple stuff's doing really well. Yeah, Papa Rome's. Definitely check them out. We have a 4x14 evaporator, natural gas powered. When we're boiling and drawing off at the same time, we move through about 500 gallons of concentrate an hour. Yes, that's right, Caleb. We do. Still got more to cut. Adam and I will have to arm wrestle for it. That's just the way it is. Yeah, we buy a lot of bulk syrup for sure. There's so many fluctuations in the bulk price syrup, or the bulk price of maple syrup, that we would like to make as much as possible to cut those fluctuations out. Because the thing is our customers don't really care about market fluctuations. They want steady. We all do. You got to start making it, Vic. I know you could. What do I think the price per pound will be? So the price per pound of maple syrup is heavily influenced by the exchange rate between Canada and the U.S. Right now, I believe it's 75 cents U.S. will give you $1 Canadian. So the dollar versus the loonie really determines the price of maple syrup. $2.30 a pound, last I heard, was golden. Bascom's prices were $2.30, $2.20. Do I have this right? $2.30, $2.20, $2.10, and $2 for very dark. I can't remember. But there's a lot of syrup. Exchange rate is not favorable for U.S. farmers. Pancake breakfast. Thanks for the reminder, Sean. Yes, we do host a free pancake breakfast the first 2 Saturdays in March. We'll be giving tours. There'll be lots of people there that are on this chat, and it's pancakes. I think we do pancakes, maple syrup. I think we usually have sausage. We usually have sausage there. It's free, and then we give tours of the facility. There's lots of folks from the channel that you'll see. So there you go. Spencer's will be there. So Kevin will be there. There's some other folks that I'm hoping that I've invited that we would like to see. Maybe they'll make it, maybe not. But you got Spencer's. What else do you need? But that is one of my favorite things we do every year, is that event. First 2 Saturdays in March, let me get you the dates. It is March 4th and 11th. 4th and 11th. So, yeah, free pancake breakfast. It's worth the drive. Not a lot of people have been to a Sugar Works before. You got to travel a long ways to see something like what we have there in Jefferson, Ohio. All right, what am I missing here? Yeah, without the farmers, we don't have a business for sure. You have to have a good relationship with the farmers. But our customers are grocery stores, restaurant chains, and those markets. We're paid to package, um, to know farmers, to taste syrup, to blend syrup to the right density, flavor profile that people want. Like that's our business. We are basically paid to know people. Um, Aggregation, we aggregate, so we bring the syrup together and make sure it's always consistent. And then we have a quality program called SQF, which is a lot of work and it's important. Our customers require it. Yeah, no kidding, Papa Roms. Sugar content's a little higher than we expected. It was 1.5 at my dad's and 1.3 at Beaumont, which is all red maple. My dad has some sugar maple, which is honestly higher than normal for us. So good sugar content. Cool. 40 people. What is it? Is it just like, it seems like always every time I do a live stream, 1 hour into it, the attendance jumps. I've tried birch. I am not a fan. Now black walnut syrup. I had some from a fella that made the trailer for our sawmill, and it's in Argyle, Wisconsin. He makes his name's Dan Reed, the best black walnut maple syrup I've ever had. No, you don't. See, Sean could actually do this. He could run my channel better than me. It's the truth. Like he knows. No, we don't add sugar to maple syrup. Like, I'm learning. I'm not as bad as I was. I'm getting better at this. You're right. You're right, Sean. I need to like. It's like breathing for me, but I don't know. I don't know what the ratio is for black walnut. I just know I was shocked at the flavor. It was dark but tasted light, and it was very floral. That's amazing, Josh. That's really high. The highest sugar content I see is in Wisconsin by far. Yeah, black walnut has something called pectin. So when you boil it, it's really hard to filter. If you guys come to the pancake breakfast, I'll make sure people can try some black walnut syrup. The black walnut, yeah, I think so, Daryl. Yeah, we do use pectin in canning. But the best black walnut syrup I've ever had, Dan Reed, Argyle, Wisconsin. The address for the breakfast is 82 West Ashtabula Street, Jefferson, Ohio. That's where we're doing the pancake breakfast. I think Kevin put the time in there. It's 10 to 2. A lot of volunteers. My team works really hard to put this event on. And we've been doing this for 20 years. We do take donations. We don't charge. Yeah. Very cool. Why is it that the numbers jumped up 1 hour into it?
Because Macy went on there.
Yeah, Macy's the reason.
Because Macy said hello, that's why.
You're up for the challenge, Sean, as in you want to make syrup? Oh, run the evaporator. Listen, so we never boil during the tour, but if you want to run the evaporator, I am sure Kevin will be running the evaporator this week with the weather that we're seeing. The tour and making syrup are really two different types of content, just experiences. So if Kevin's making syrup, that's pretty cool. I have a video of Austin and I making syrup the other day, but if you wanted to come up and take footage of Kevin and Austin, I'm gonna be there this week too. I have to fly to Kentucky and back on Monday, come back Tuesday early, and we are gonna be boiling at some point this week for sure. Just the weather, like we're gonna have Sapmageddon. I don't know if they tap chestnut trees. Oh, that's cool, Gunther. Where do you get your bourbon barrels? I have an opportunity to buy, I think, 40, 30-gallon, 25-gallon bourbon barrels, freshly dumped. I don't really have a need for them. I hate passing on them because I know there's a lot of maple producers that could use barrels. They're hard to get right now. But the 30-gallon barrels just don't have a good secondary market. Yeah, Sean, I think you guys would love watching syrup being made. It's just a magical thing. And I wish we could tell you a day and time as to when it will happen, but the trees just do not tell us when they decide to make sap. That's the tough thing. It's really hard to schedule things based on maple. You also need special people like Kevin and Austin that are flexible enough, and Phil. That's true. Kevin did. He brought pizza, and I'm like, here, run the evaporator. Kevin works with me, yes. With me. It's very much like snow removal, yes. If you're removing snow, we're probably not boiling. If there's no snow, we could be boiling. So anytime there's no snow, boy, it fits really good with your business, Sean. Maple production fits really good with what you do. Like it fits all the gaps. There's a lot of people in your industry, Sean, that make syrup for that reason. It's funny, Caleb, because it's true. That's why it's funny. It's true. Yep. Well, this turned out to be very successful. Thank you for everybody that stopped in. Well, somebody's got to drop a bomb here, so if I'm gonna stick around, I think I'm about done. I gotta edit. I hope you stop out for Maple Madness. Exactly. I'm telling you, you guys would crush it. That's awesome. Gunther Flume. Where are you at, Gunther? Where are you located? I'm not looking to take any of your barrel supplies or business or anything. I'm just curious where people are located. We'll see you. Thanks, Ray. Right? Right, Vic? We will talk, Vic, for sure. I did look up your business when I first found your channel, and I could certainly find you. So, all right, guys. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll catch you in the next live stream. This is cool. Yep.
Mommy, if I